exciting statistics and information to share with you. We've got a really powerful automated system. We call it the AI Auto Trader. Leverages artificial intelligence, and when those strategies are enabled, it will automatically execute and manage the trades on your behalf. And I just want to get the CFTC out of the way. This presentation is for demonstration and educational purposes only. I am certainly not a licensed financial advisor. If you're not familiar with the risks associated with trading, please consult with a licensed financial advisor. So I just want to take just a brief minute. Hey, Tom, good to see you. We're doing a nooner. Yes, Robin. So I just want to take just a moment here. I've been with Right Line Trading. My name's Rory Powers. I've been with Right Line Trading for about 10 years now, and I've worn several hats here. But listen, it's not just me behind the scenes pulling the switches, flipping the levers. I'm part of an extremely handsome, educated, dedicated team of professionals. And our number one goal, we're on a mission. I like to say we're on a mission. We want to provide our members and ourselves with an edge when we trade the financial markets. Being able to predict the future direction of price is extremely valuable information. And we hope that our number one goal is always to provide our members and ourselves with an edge when trading the financial markets. Along the way, we've been blessed. We've built a community of traders that all share and collaborate with one another on their trading journey. Let's face it. Let the truth be known. It's not a smooth ride up. You know, I heard something last night. They say, it never just goes straight up. There's always some pullbacks and drawbacks and potholes and speed bumps, blown accounts, blood, sweat, tears, whatever you want to call it. There's a struggle there, and there's power in numbers. Being part of a community of traders that all help and support one another on this journey is extremely valuable. There's power in numbers. Most importantly, we do it with transparency, honesty, and integrity. Just very briefly, I want to introduce our traders. We have 3 professional traders that trade the right edge of the charts every morning. We have Mr. Craig Emery. He is in our Right Line Trading Futures room. He trades a prop account and a live account, and he leverages the money flow tracker. We have David Kushner, the Kush. The Kush is our professional prop trader. And man, what can I say about prop trading? Really opened the floodgates and allowed traders that really didn't have the opportunity to get into the game. It's opened the floodgates, and it's really given everybody an opportunity to make some money trading the markets. David Kushner is really your consummate professional prop trader. He's just extremely, rules-based, conservative. He has an etched-in-stone set of rules, and you'd be hard-pressed to find a recording of his trading sessions that he breaks his rules. I remember when Mark Sachs used to trade in the trading room, and David had just purchased the software. And he used to send me messages on Skype. Hey, he's breaking his own rules. What's he doing? And I thought to myself, maybe one day this guy's going to have his own trading room. And sure enough, the Kush is in our prop trading room. Then we have our options trader, professional options trader, David Wise. And man, oh man, I always refer to him as the Pete Rose of options trading. Like Charlie Hustle. You remember Pete Rose, always on base. That's David Wise. He'll hit a single and a single with a double and a triple, and he's always moving the ball, and he's always moving the goalposts. Historically, he has a verified track record. Reddit, the community of 20,000 traders, actually kind of audited him, and they gave him the professional status in their community of traders. That doesn't come easy. David has earned and proved himself year after year and consistently trades with a 90% win rate with calls and puts and different options configurations. Behind the desks here at Right Line Trading, with this good-looking guy down here at the bottom, he's getting all the good reviews. Mr. Charles Sider. I always refer to him as the engineer on our team. He's a software engineer. He was with a software development company, without mentioning any names of the company, but he was with them for 30 years. And after 30 years, things become second nature. Charles could probably take your computer apart and put it back together better than Microsoft. He makes sure all of the I's are dotted, the T's are crossed. He helps Sergio develop our strategies and our software, and he's also in charge of tech support, and he does a wonderful job. Brock Miller is our college student. He's getting his degree in computer science. We've got, just a master coder in Sergio Luque Rodriguez. I've worked with Sergio a long time. He's extremely talented. If he doesn't know how to do something, he'll learn, and he'll learn it quick. He's really amazing. He takes complex algorithms, mathematical equations, and now artificial intelligence, which, we're in an AI revolution. This is the future. Sergio is right up in there, staying up to date with the newest technology and making sure that it's integrated into our trading system so we don't get left in the dust. And Mark Miller, who is now the owner of Right Line Trading, is a U.S. Army veteran. He has his MBA from Cal State. Just to backtrack with Sergio, I want to give him credit. He does have a master's degree in computer science as well. But Mark Miller is a U.S. Army veteran, and I always pause and I say, thank you, veterans. With the 4th of July coming and being patriotic, I always give a shout out to veterans, really any first responders. My wife is an RN, a registered nurse. But listen, these are people that are dedicated to helping others, and we really appreciate your sacrifice and your commitment. Mark Miller, U.S. Army vet, MBA, Cal State, the owner of Right Line Trading, and man, what can I say? He's just an absolute great guy. He's a man of God. He's instilled these core military values of transparency, integrity, and listen, good old-fashioned hard work. We don't cut the corners. We all work 60-hour weeks, so we're committed. So that's our team here at Right Line Trading. And I just want to introduce myself. I'm a graduate of Syracuse University, and I reside down in South Florida. I've been trading the financial markets for about a dozen years. And I have a beautiful wife and two beautiful little girls. One is 1 and one is 5. And my beautiful wife, Christelle, is right here. We reside down in South Florida. And besides spending time with my family and trading, my other passion is saltwater fishing. And you could see on Father's Day weekend, I was able to get out. And it looks like I was in a 10-round boxing match with Mike Tyson or something. I got blood all over me, but we had a great day fishing. This is a barracuda. Let me go back one, because what I like to do is, with this barracuda is, I can't edit the picture, but if I stretch my picture, it makes the fish look bigger. So I really like to stretch that picture long as possible. But listen, it was a great day fishing. That's a barracuda, and man, do they have big teeth. We're in dolphin season, and we were able to put a dozen dolphin in the boat as well. So let's get on with the show. I've got some really exciting information, and man, if you guys have seen this system on YouTube, I know some of our members are in the room here today. I'm going to give you some current, up-to-date information, and I want this to be of value to everybody. Not only the people who already have the system, but those who are considering coming aboard. So I think it's important to know that we all share a common theme as being traders. It's not a smooth and easy sailing like sailing on a Sunday morning in a cool breeze. Uh, it, the emails that we got all those years saying how easy it was going to be and how much money and how fast we were going to do it. Well, they weren't exactly being totally truthful. uh, my trading journey has been filled with potholes and speed bumps, blown accounts, losses, and frustrations. And I've had the privilege of talking to hundreds, if not thousands, of traders over the last decade. And we all share this in common. You're not alone. There's very few of us. In fact, I've learned that humans have maybe a dozen different personality traits. It turns out that out of those 12 or 13 traits, there's only one or two of them that lend well to being a good trader. Somebody who could set aside their emotions and put themselves very focused and in a zone. And kind of like David Wise or David Kushner, these are people that are they have a predisposition genetically. It favors them. It lends well. They've been given a gift, and that's their gift. But if you're like me, that definitely was not my gift to be a good focused trader. I can't tell you how many trades that I've blown. And today, if you saw me on YouTube, you saw it again. I squeezed my stops and I cut my winner short. I did it today again. The good news is you're not going to lose money cutting winners short, but it hurts to see it continue up and all of the money that you left on the table. Some of us squeeze our stops. Not we cut our winners short by if we take some heat on the trade and the trade starts going against us, we'll bail out only to see it continue up in the direction that we held the position. So one of the benefits of this automated trading system is that it eliminates all of these human errors. I call them bonehead mistakes. I can't tell you how many I've made. It's hundreds, if not thousands of mistakes. I do it all the time. But if you think about it, over the years, they start adding up and adding up to where it really is a significant amount of money. So it eliminates human emotion. Some of us maybe have traded with indicators or trading systems. Maybe we were seduced into buying a trading system that just didn't work or lacked a proven trading methodology. But it all leads to the same cold, desolate place, like my friend George up in upstate New York, up in the frozen tundra of a blown trading account. And listen, it has been in all seriousness, it has been my team's commitment to bring this to an end. And that was the birth, the genesis of the AI Auto Trader. Because when it comes to 9:30 New York time, and that opening bell, that morning bell rings, the good Lord is probably the only one who knows which direction that market is going to head. There's really all the talking heads, our own opinions, our own biases, they really mean next to nothing. So we've narrowed it down to two things that we believe will create trading success. Number one is we have to have the proper tool set. Okay, the proper tool set. I started the talk off. I started this presentation mentioning how we're keeping up to date with technology. We don't want to go to I always think of David and Goliath. David went to the fight against the giant with a slingshot, and with his faith, he was able to overcome the giant. Well, listen, we don't want to go to a battle with a slingshot. We're going up against all the other retail traders, and we want to go with a bigger weapon, a more powerful tool, something that's going to provide us with an edge over them, because we sure don't want them eating our lunch. Ideally, if you're a kind of I'm going to say bad trader because I am a bad trader. If you're not that great at trading, or even if you're a good trader and you want to, if you want to add to your arsenal, ideally to have a strategy that can automatically get us in and out of these trades at the most ideal moments. This is a system that's going to calculate a dozen different metrics, really in the blink of an eye, in milliseconds. It's going to look at a number of different conditions on your chart, and it's going to make instantaneous decisions without ever making a mistake. The AI Auto Trader trades on NinjaTrader 8, NinjaTrader 8, or any broker or prop firm that supports NinjaTrader 8. This is a system that can be traded with your own live account or with a prop account. And we have probably a 60-40 mix. I would say about 60% prop traders, 40% trade their own live account. And either way, this is a powerhouse, and it's going to provide you with a significant edge. So the benefits from using our AI Auto Trader, listen, we've all suffered from the mistakes and those human errors that I've outlined in the beginning of the presentation. So I don't want to be redundant and keep repeating them, but we know the human errors that we make. It eliminates that. It's going to put your stop and your profit target in the most ideal location. And that's due to the fact of our newest technology. We're integrating AI into every facet of this trading system. Currently, we have it placing our stop and profit target in the most ideal locations. We're integrating AI agents, smart stops, and a few other advanced artificial intelligence where the entire system will dynamically change based on the market conditions. With this new pattern recognition with these AI agents, we're in. Let me tell you, it's coming. Sergio is got something. I saw it. He's already coded it, and we're optimizing it now, and it's going to be released shortly. So I've been talking about it for a month. Well, it's coming to fruition. So we're going to have the most up-to-date technology that's out there. So there's no more cutting your winners short like I always do. There's no more mismanaging your trades, and I'm going to show you a perfect example. And prop traders, listen up. We like to call it the ODP, the one-day pass templates. If you're a prop trader, if you've had any trouble getting qualified, getting past that initial hurdle of your evaluation, man, do we've got some good news for you. And we've got our one-day pass templates. They're going to be part of my top 3 countdown that we always do each week. So stay tuned. Let's get started here with our top 3 for the week. And I am going to answer your questions. Henry, it does not work with Thinkorswim. There's only one platform it will work on, which is NinjaTrader 8. NinjaTrader 8. The good news, Henry, is NinjaTrader 8 is a free platform. So no more do you have to spend $1,000 or $1,200 to own NinjaTrader. So it runs on NinjaTrader 8, Henry. So let's go. Top 3 countdown for the last week of June. Listen, when June 30th comes, that's it. That's the midway point. It's official that we've made it halfway through 2024. Okay. So I'm going to finish up with the last week of June, and next week we're going to do the whole month of June, the whole month, and maybe we'll bring it up to the first half of the year. So for this week, let's count them down. Number 3, kind of like Casey Kasem. He used to do the top 40. Don't worry. I'm not going to keep you here all day and count down 40. We're going to go with 3. The top 3, black gold, crude oil, made old Jeb a millionaire. This week, June 24th, my slide should say June 28th. Crude oil was up trading one contract, $1,662. I always like to bring over the analysis so you could see it. This is not a back test. This is not a hypothetical. This is trading on a live market to crude oil, one E-mini, one CL contract. The commissions have been deducted. Trading one contract on crude, and if you've heard my webinars before, crude is one of my favorite because it's the most consistent. We're really not dogmatic about which instruments that we trade. We trade the ones that make money, period. That's it. If it's volatile, if it's making money, we trade it. We also look for liquidity because we want to get our fills. But if it makes money, we're going to be all over it with this system. So you could see from the 24th to the 28th, my cumulative net profit was $1,662. Crude oil, let me tell you, this is an instrument that we trade with a risk to reward. Listen to this: is 6 to 1. 6 to 1 risk to reward. Crude oil is $10 a tick. And I'm laughing because my daughter is taking a piano lesson in the background. But a 6 to 1, it risks 15 ticks or $150 to potentially make 90 ticks, $900. And I can't tell you how many times I've seen it. If it doesn't go all the way, we've got some really great trade management parameters. We have trailing stops. We have what we call our profit window, and a few other metrics that we can use to trail these trades and lock in profits. So that came in at number 3, was our crude oil. And coming in at number 2. Number 2 is really, I think it's our most exciting strategy. It crushed it all week this week. If you joined us on YouTube Live, if you haven't in the past, please come to YouTube every morning between 9:30 and 11:30. Mark and I switch off. He's Monday and Friday, and I'm Tuesday through Thursday. Today was an exception, and I did Friday. So I did trade today as well as Tuesday and Wednesday. And let me tell you, this 30 range just crushed it this week. This is our Haymaker strategy. The NASDAQ, it's addictive. You've got the potential to really run up the score. It has a 4 to 1 risk to reward. We're risking 50 to make 200. And let me tell you, we have a trailing stop. And what I've noticed about this strategy is even if it goes up, let's say $100 or $200 and comes back on you, and it doesn't make that big move, you might pull in a small loser or two. Usually they're very small. But then what will happen, and statistically it's about 1 out of 3, 1 out of 3 times it's going to go for a ride. And then all you got to do is keep your hand off of it. And that's what I have trouble with. But today was a perfect example. All week it did it. And I'll show you the results of the live trades that we took on YouTube. But the Haymaker runs on the NASDAQ 30 range, and it's really just an extremely exciting strategy. This week it made $3,000 trading just one contract. If I pull up my P&L and we do the breakdown, you could see my equity curve for this week. With not much of a drawdown. We started out 900, gave it back the next day, but then the rest of the week it crushed it. It went up to $2,984. So, excuse me, $2,984, just under $3,000. I agree, Robin. I really like the range charts. In the past, we used Unarenko. And Unarenko does smooth out and take away a lot of the static, but it also obliterates that price action. So I really like the range bars myself. This week on the NASDAQ 30 range, it was like Saturday in a park. You think it was the 4th of July. It was a beautiful week on that strategy. Okay, so let's go. Drum roll, number one. And the number one strategy this week, and prop traders, check this out, because we have what's called the ODP, the 1-day pass. And man, this is what's getting all of our members funded. All that blood, sweat, and tears. Listen, you could be brand new to trading. We have a member, Marcia, really just a wonderful, beautiful woman who is brand new to futures. She came from the Forex world and had never traded a future or even a prop account. Didn't really even know what it was. But listen, in the first 2 weeks that she's been with us, I think she has like 5 PA accounts, just in the first week or two. So these 1-day passes, and she's not the only one. It's a slew of our members are passing these evaluations with ease. So our number one strategy, and we are going to include these if you decide to come aboard this weekend, we're going to include all the custom prop trading templates will be included this weekend as well. So let's go. Let's take a look and see. I've got some really good information. Check this out. Look at this Dow Diamond. We call the Dow, which is the YM. We call it the Dow Diamond. And man, this thing was a money maker this week. Wait till I show you this. First, let's look at just the week. Just the week on our 1-day pass. Look at these numbers trading this strategy. Now, this is a strategy that's built to get you over that hurdle. I can't tell you how many evaluations before that I even knew about this strategy that I would trade it just one contract at a time, be very conservative, try to follow all the rules and get something consistent, and it would go up and down and up and all around, and I'd be in this battle for a month or 2 months, and most of the time I lost it, and once in a blue moon I passed it. Well, listen, all of that is over and done with now. As long as these prop firms have this 1-day pass, which they're doing on the regular, because it's a win-win. Let's be realistic. The prop firms are making money, people blowing these accounts out. They're certainly not making money giving payouts. So they want you to blow them out, and they want you to blow them out quick. And really, that's the spirit of this strategy, is to get you over the hurdle in 1 day, 1 trade, and sayonara, you've got your PA account. So from the 24th to the 28th, and I'm going to break this down a little bit and show you how we do this. The 1-day pass this week, if we look at it each day of the week, you could see cumulative for the whole week, it's up about $9,540. So now if we break that down and we look at the half hour, or if we go to the daily, to the half hour of the day, then we see that we've got this huge, it trades from 9:30 to 10:30, and we have this huge green bar right here at 9:30. So we know, listen, if we're going to do a 1-day pass, chances are, and this was number one for the week, I just want to remind you, this template does come with the system. If you do come aboard, be ready, because the Dow's been selling off big time. There's been a tremendous amount of volatility in the YM, and this strategy is just crushing it. So what I want to do now is let's go back for the whole month of June and generate the YM. Let's give it just a second. And instead of half hour of the day, let's break it down for each day of the week. You can see up top, what I've done here is it's every trading session of the whole month. And you can see here, had you trade this strategy this month, you would have passed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If you use a trade copier and you were, doing 2 or 3 accounts, that would be times 2 or 3. On the downside, you might have, this one wasn't a full loser. This was a full loser. 1, we'll count these 2 together, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So a greater than 50% chance. And I'm pretty good with numbers. I'm a terrible trader, but numbers I understand. Statistically speaking, if the evaluation account is, if you trade 2 of them on consecutive trades and your win rate is 50%, then statistically speaking, 1 out of 2, you're going to get an evaluation account, and you're going to pass the evaluation. So this is how the one-day pass works. This was really our top one for the month of June. Crude oil did very well as also. No, what I'm showing is the YM here. See, Jerry, the only one I have checked is the YM. So this is the YM one-day pass. This is the template that every single one of these green bars, 7 times out of the month, on one trade, you would have gotten over that $3,000 hurdle. So that's really been the excitement of the one-day pass. And just to kind of show you, to give you an idea of how it works, let's take a quick look at this. Let me see if I could do it as a full screen. No. So Mark, on this video, is in a one-day pass. He's using a trade copier. And on trading 10 contracts, he needs 60 ticks on the NASDAQ, or 61 to cover commissions. So it's the profit window just kicked in. And boom, and it passes. So that one trade puts him over using a trade copier on 6 accounts. So that's the spirit of the one-day pass. That's how, using this system, how quick and easy it is to get you over that hurdle. Let's take a quick look at crude oil. The CL one-day pass wasn't too shabby either. You can see on my CL, if I go to my summary, on my summary, it's almost 50%. You can see my profit is 18.7. My losses are 18,400. 46% of them are profitable. So just under 50%. Listen, let's call it 33%. Okay, 1 out of 3. If you're getting 80% off or 90% off the evaluation, and they're costing you 20 or 30 bucks, it's worth it if you're a prop trader to spend $60 or $90 and know after 1 or 2 days you're going to have a PA account. Then obviously our strategy is going to change to a much more conservative strategy, but we're going to save you a lot of time with getting past the hurdle of passing these evaluations. This is the analysis. We have very little risk on this trade, on these crude oil trades. A lot of these losers don't go to blow out the full account. Some do, but 1, 2, 3, almost 3, 4 of them were, $1,000 or $1,500 losses. This one $600, this one $1,200. So on the flip side, the winners on this are very substantial. So the crude oil one-day pass has also been excellent as well. Just under a 50% win rate on those one-day passes. It looks like it would win, right? Vincent said, how can it be down? Does anybody, yes, Charles, for sure. Yeah, please schedule a time with Charles Sider. Okay, so number 1, let's let's flip back to our number one strategy of the week was the YM. The YM made $9,540 on that 1 day pass strategy. 9,540 from June 24th to June 28th. Man, it just crushed it this week. 3 out of the 5 days, Monday, Wednesday, Friday of this week, it hit. If you played the 1 day pass on the YM this week, congratulations. Chances are you got yourself a funded account. In fact, let me show you a picture. I was mentioning Marcia. I don't know if you could see this, but you could see her Apex accounts, the P&L on these. She just crushed it. She just crushed it. And this is someone that never traded futures. This was her second week trading futures. Let me show you the trade copier that I've been using because I want to show you my P&L. And listen, I know if any of you have seen me trade on YouTube, you know that I'm not a very talented trader. What I can say is that I know our trading system pretty well. I've got that nailed. I know the triggers. I know the conditions. I know the setups. So what I want to do is I traded this week mainly these 4 accounts using a trade copier. This was today's on 17, 26, 27, and 104. I wanted to show you cumulative what I was able to accomplish this week with the AI Auto Trader. The first week, last week, was the first week I integrated the trade copier. I'm new to prop trading. I've always traded a live account. This are the accounts that I traded this week every day, and you can see it on YouTube. All of these trades are recorded. But you could see that I was able, using this trade copier, mainly using the Haymaker strategy, I was able to make between these 4 accounts just under $6,000 this week. And I did it with a winning percentage of what? Not a great winning percentage. Looks like 56% were profitable. But I think the key to our success is our risk to reward ratio. $134 was the average loser, and $326 is the average winner. So if you're running almost a 3-to-1 risk to reward ratio and you're winning over half of your trades, you're going to make a lot of money. You don't have to have an 80 or 90% win rate. If you've got a 3-to-1 risk to reward ratio and you're winning 50%, listen, they may have to back up a Brinks truck. You're going to do really well. So that was my week trading, and it's really been a game changer for me personally. I never have been able to put up those type of numbers in my trading career. A lot of people ask me, they say, Rory, what gives? Why all of a sudden are you having this tremendous success? And I'm going to show you the workspace here in just a minute, but just to give you a quick idea of where we are, I started off by talking about our technological advances. And I really think it's been the key to our success is we want to have a more powerful system than the other retail traders. How do we get that edge? Well, one way is by technologically being more advanced than they are. Sometimes it's better not to work harder, but to be a little smarter. With this advanced machine learning algorithm, we're significantly smarter than they are. What it does is, this is a system, let's be honest, with automated strategies, it's always, the biggest problem has always been that they go stale. When market conditions change, they're just not consistent. They might do well for a week or 2 weeks, but then all of a sudden you got this big red thing in your account and you're sick. That's where this new AI integration has given us an edge. What this system does is it dynamically, and when I say dynamically, what I mean by that is during the trading session, without the trader's input, okay, you're not going to have to do anything. This system is going to dynamically change the position of your stop and profit targets based on the average true range of the market. Listen, we live in a time of very news-driven market. You know, we get, you know, what, a half a dozen or a dozen different economic reports that come through. And these days, with these elevated interest rates, everybody has their eyes. All of these investors are so tuned into these economic reports, you know, wondering when these interest rates are going to be lowered. And when those reports come out, we can go from a ranging market to a trending market on the drop of a dime. Listen, we see it every day. It's not something that should be of a surprise to you. So how does this system work? Without going into the minutia, just to give you a basic understanding of how we dynamically change our stop and profit targets, each one of the bots or strategies that we have runs in tandem with a second strategy that we call a drone. The drone has a static stop and profit target, very wide, a big range. The stop is all the way out in right field. The profit target's all the way down by home plate. And we give it a wide berth. And it's going to take a trade, execute a trade in tandem with the bot. The drone and the bot take the trade together. They're sharing a database. What are they sharing in the database? The range of the market. The maximum forward excursion, the maximum adverse excursion, aka the average true range of the market. Based on that information, the drone is telling the bot the most ideal locations in the current market environment to place your stop and profit targets. So that's really been a turning point. But now to see where we're headed, it's really a scratch on the surface. Because right now, we're getting ready. We've already developed, Serge, I really need to give Sergio and Charles, and we have an ongoing collaboration with really a world-renowned AI development lab. And they're helping us, they've been helping us, integrate the newest technology in this artificial intelligence. Listen, we're in an AI revolution right now. I don't think we even realize the capabilities of this AI just yet. It's mind-boggling. But what we're doing, what will be available in the very near future, and I alluded to it earlier, is they have what are called these AI agents. One of the agents that we're modeling is called pattern recognition, where it's going to pick up on a pattern that forms on your chart. Out of 15 or 20 patterns, it's going to recognize the most profitable patterns that have happened over the last year, and it's going to get you into those trades, and it's going to sidestep the losers. So stay tuned, because this system that's already incredibly powerful, and I want to drop my slides for just a second and show you today's charts. A system that's already extremely powerful is going to be even more powerful. Now, let me show you the workspace. Today was just off the chains, off the charts. This is the P&L running these strategies today. Now, what gets lost in the message is this is a system, okay, that is running 6 instruments simultaneously, okay? All of the index equities on futures, the NASDAQ, the Dow, the Russell, the S&P 500, along with crude oil and gold. We have a very diversified portfolio of strategies that has its thumb right on the pulse of the market. When the institutional money is at play on any one of these instruments, this system sniffs it out like a bloodhound, and it's going to be all over it. This is a system that flawlessly, with a number of different conditions, makes an amazing amount of calculations with an amazing amount of data, never makes a mistake, okay? You or I can only dream about being able to manually do what this system did today. It cannot be. I'm telling you, I don't think anybody could have done this that I know. So this is the P&L, what the P&L look like today. So this is a system that will run up the score, and it's just so powerful. It's amazing. So these are the 6 instruments that it traded today. It traded the ES, the YM, the crude oil, NASDAQ, the Russell. The whole portfolio of strategies do come with the system. Robin, we do use a trailing stop. If I open up one of my strategies, we have a couple of different ways that we can manage these positions. In our strategy parameters, we do have what's called a trailing stop. And keep in mind, and I don't want to get into the minutia, so I'm just going to go through it, just a couple of things on how we manage our trades. For our trade management, number one, if you're a prop trader, we have what's called a trailing drawdown, where if your loss limit, this happens to be a one-day pass for a $250,000 account, but if you have a prop account, you want a trailing drawdown, we have a strategy that has a trailing drawdown as well. But to answer your question, Robin, you could trail your target. You could trail your. We do have a trailing stop, and we also have what's called a profit window. What's really nice about this profit window? There's an old saying: "Don't be a blank over a tick." And what that means is if you're within just a few ticks of your profit target, they're saying just get out of the trade and take your profits, right? Don't give it a chance to come all the way back and poke you in the eye. So what this profit window does is if on this scenario where it's set at 10 is my input, if we get to within 10 ticks of that profit target, my stop is going to come flying down to 10 ticks behind price. So we can only give back an equal amount to what we can gain at that point. And these are fully adjustable. So we could trail the trade by how little or how much we want by using this variable here. And we also have a profit window to squeeze it when we get really close to our profit target. So I hope that answers your question, Robin. So I think we went in, we really did a great job of already discussing the benefits of this self-learning AI model. Again, I truly believe that this, has the potential. Somebody in Discord, one of our members said, "Hey, this AI is bigger than the automobile." That's like putting it on, like the invention of the wheel. An automobile is, a timeless so far invention. But AI has that type of potential and power. I think we're just scratching the surface. It's going to adapt to the changing market conditions. I mentioned the ongoing collaboration that's integrating the smart stops, the pattern recognition. So this is going to be I'm telling you, it's going to be released here and probably before July is over. So it's a great time to get started now. So let me go ahead and go over my offer. Went way over time, but that's okay. What's going to be included in our offer today? Robin mentioned that the world's first trillionaire will be an AI entrepreneur. Yes. Robin, you mentioned that. What prompted me to invest in, I'm not going to go into a long dissertation, but with NVIDIA, I should have done it when Paul Pelosi did. Back a year and a half ago, it came out that, hey, Paul Pelosi just put $10 million in NVIDIA. That's when we should have all jumped, But what got me going was I listened to Huang. He did a conference. Huang is the CEO of NVIDIA. And to learn of what they're coming out with, Oh my God. And the capabilities of this technology, it sold me and I invested. But if you decide to come aboard this weekend, we're going to include, and soon this is going to be an add-on. It's going to be a $14.99 add-on to our AI Auto Trader, but we are going to include all of those one-day pass templates. We have one for every instrument. And what we do in our Discord chat is we share the winning percentage of each one of them. And it's really valuable information that you will get that included with our full portfolio of strategies. One of the major concerns has always been with our prop traders. And, I just want to stop for just a second. Listen, if not everybody is a prop trader, and we spend a lot of time on it because it's exciting. We don't risk any of our own capital. We could trade multiple accounts at once. But listen, I talk to people all the time that they just don't want to bother with the additional rules and regulations. And I don't want to exclude you because we have several members of ours trading a live account doing extremely well. So if you're somebody that just is not a prop trader, I don't want you to feel excluded. This system is absolutely something that you can be very profitable with. So with that being said, a main concern with our prop traders has always been, hey, I heard that you can't trade automated strategies. Well, if you read the fine print, which we all have, what it says, they're pretty clear about it, is you're able to use what they call a semi-automated strategy. What is a semi-automated strategy? Well, just a moment ago, I opened up the parameters of the strategy template. And in those parameters, it gives the trader the ability to select the conditions of the entry. It's not a black box system. You select exactly what needs to happen in order for the trade to execute. Now, if you decide to come aboard, we have a team of professionals that has optimized templates that we share with you. And let me tell you, I thought it was a given that all vendors did that. And I learned with Vince that that's not the case. We give you the pre-formatted templates. We have white glove installation that loads them up. The only thing left to do at the end of the day is to enable the strategy and trade the system. So because this is a self-directed automated system, once the trade is executed, you will see the profit and the stop projected on your chart, giving you the full ability to manage your own trade. If you're in a trade and you don't want to give back some of the profits and you don't like where your stop is, by all means, slide your stop up. You could absolutely do that. I did it today, and I wound up making a couple hundred only to watch the trade go up about a country mile where I could have locked in 1,000. So most of the time when I move my stop, it costs me. If you let the system play it out and you keep your hands away from it, 9 times out of 10, it's going to do better than we can. So anyway, I don't want to lose my train of thought. This week, Mark Miller, you can see in a $50,000 account, he had $62,000 or 12,000 P&L in this account, 11,000 in this account, 10,000 in this account. Well, he wanted to keep some padding in his accounts, so I think he did a $2,000 withdrawal on a number of his accounts, which was approved. Okay, which was approved. He traded this AI Auto Trader. Okay, so that's the proof in the pudding. You are going to get payouts. We are going to get you past the evaluation. We have custom templates for PA accounts that will provide you with the potential to get biweekly payouts. So if you decide to come aboard this weekend, hey, David, welcome from Australia. Great question. You'd be surprised how many Australian clients that are trading this system. You'd be very surprised. Our Discord chat is filled with them. So to answer your question, the strategy is hard-coded in New York time. So even being out in Australia, you could use our pre-formatted templates without adjusting the time or your computer or anything. And it's hard-coded to trade Eastern time. So you can absolutely trade regardless of what country in the world that you're in. Welcome from Australia. So if you decide to come aboard this weekend, we have unlimited, for the lifetime of your membership with us, we provide, let me show you something real quick. And I'm not doing this to toot our own horn, but I think it's important because I've run into some snags with some other companies about their tech support. This is on Trustpilot. If you look through these reviews on Trustpilot, these are our actual clients, and probably 50, if not 70% of them are talking about our customer support. They're talking about our tech support. So we provide you with not only white glove installation, but ongoing technical support. In our Discord chat, we have a specific channel. If you're having trouble, if you need help, one of our members of our team are going to drop what they're doing. We're going to get on your screen, do a screen share, and we're going to fix whatever goes wrong on your computer. Okay? I want you to be rest assured. If you're not great with computers or technically savvy, we have members of our team that are. We also provide for those that do want to get under the hood and learn a little more how these strategies function. Module 1 of our 2-module masterclass goes through each and every parameter of that strategy template that I showed you. In Module 2, we're going to show you how to optimize and build your own automated or ATM machine. Regardless of the instrument or time frame, if you've got some good ideas, if you want to build your own, Module 2 of our interactive workshop is going to give you all the information that you'll need. I mentioned that we do trade this system on YouTube live streams every morning. So listen, you could go back on our YouTube channel and go to that live stream channel, and you'll be able to see the system. If we have a bad day trading, listen, it's a question of being transparent, and it's a question of being honest. We don't want you to jump in head first, dive in head first. Come take a look. Come see what you're going to buy. And you'll learn and you'll see and feel comfortable that not only are you dealing with a reputable company, but you're buying a product that's not only technologically advanced, but is going to provide you with an edge over all other retail traders. So this is my special offer. This weekend only, we're going to offer the AI Auto Trader, the full, what do they call it? Molly, the full Monty. All of the instruments are going to be included. The full portfolio are all of the chart templates. This system, let me tell you, I don't want to take too much more of your time, but if you want to trade on a discretionary basis, we have these crosses that will come up on your chart that are dynamite for discretionary trading. All of the indicators that the automation leverages will be on your charts. We also include all of the strategy templates. And this weekend, listen, this isn't going to go on forever. I just want to let you know. But the prop trading templates are going to be included. The one-day passes for all the instruments. And regardless of the size prop account, we will have some customized templates for you, as well as PA account templates. So you also have access to our Discord chat group. And that does come with the order as well. So we have 3 sizes. We have our small, medium, and large. We have our monthly, annual, and lifetime memberships. Our monthly subscription, the regular price is $7.99. My associate Brock is going to put a link in the chat box that'll provide you access to this special offer. For $5.99 this weekend, you'll have the month at $5.99. The annual subscription, which is a better value, is $23.99 for the year. For the year, for $23.99, it breaks down to about $200 a month. A little bit of an easier pill to swallow. Probably the best value is the lifetime access. If you have the means, or some people just don't like subscriptions, if you have the means, we're going to run the 50% discount, which is half off of $79.99. So for just a little more than the annual, you'll have the lifetime for $39.99. Now, we always get, I always get emails and people call and they say the $5.99 or the lifetime, it's a lot of money. And yes, we recognize that it is a lot of money. And let me tell you something, this is hard to put a price tag on, and to create a value of what it's worth. And I always like to show our members area of what our members, what their results are and what they're making. And I think that gives a good indication of what the value is. We have several members that are making $800 a day. Scott, the daily results, when you have strategies that are bringing in these type of numbers, and every day we have people that are passing their evaluation accounts, it's how do you put a price tag on it to be able to have a system that creates success? Let me tell you, I think for what it's done for my trading, that it's worth every penny, even at $5.99 a month. However, here we go. This weekend, we're going to extend it. We're going to do 65% off on the lifetime license. We want you to be with us for a lifetime. We've made a commitment with this ongoing relationship with the AI Development Lab to create the most powerful system out there. We want you with us for the ride. 65% off this weekend. It's going to be just $29.99. Okay, if I go back to my previous slide, you see the annual is $23.99 for just a few dollars more, about $600 more. For $29.99, you're going to own this system lifetime. You'll be with us for the ride, and we're extremely excited about the ride that's in front of us. So let me just take just a minute to answer any other questions that I see. Thanks for being here, Robin. I love when you're here because you're always very engaged. Let's take a look. Can you set it and forget it? You can set it and forget it. Yes, Vincent. That's absolutely an option that's available to you. Robert, I trade the system with one monitor. I just showed you my workspace. However, if you have two, I think it's a little easier because I like to put my trade copiers on the second monitor. I like to be prepared with my trade copier. I've kind of converted. I'm a convert. I converted to propism, and I put my trade copiers on a separate monitor, and I put my charts on the other. And then I like to look at the charts and make a game time decision. And I use two monitors, but it could certainly be traded with more than just one. Robin said, soon we'll be able to download clothes and food. Amazing. Ron, I think I just answered your question. Give me a call, Ron. I'm gonna take care of you. Don't worry. I actually have a meeting right after this. Ron, do me a favor. Nobody else can see. As soon as the meeting's over after this, I'm going to give you a call this afternoon. Do me a favor. Put what number I should call you this afternoon. If you're not available this afternoon, I can call you tomorrow. How are withdrawals from Apex? You know, Tom, that's the $1,000,000 question, and that's why I spent such a long time answering that question today. Because listen, if you can't make withdrawals, it's not worth it, right? So listen, not only Mark Miller, but there's other members of our community that I've spoken with that are getting withdrawals. They have what's called a consistency rule, and I'm not going to really go in. That's a whole other webinar. They have what's called their consistency rule, which is 30%. For the first 4 payouts, they want your highest, most profitable trading session to be no more than 30%. But that is going to play into getting withdrawals. Is the system back testable? Great question, John. Man, we want you aboard. John, not only is it back testable, but we have some members of our community, namely we have one right now who happens to be great. NinjaTrader has a very powerful tool called the Strategy Analyzer. The Strategy Analyzer has a variable optimization that allows you to simultaneously try 3 or 4 different variables in each input. Not only is it back testable, but we have other members who are making tremendous contributions to this community, which has always been our vision. So yes, it is back testable. And we have other members of our community that are currently optimizing them in addition to us. I'll send you his email, Charles. You're asking about Charles Sider. Yeah, John. The second workshop, I think, does show the backtesting, the strategy analyzer. We also have a different way that we can develop or optimize these strategies that's shown in Module 2. Robert, I use Affordable Indicators Trade Copier. Tom, I believe you need 10 sessions under your belt. You need 10 trading sessions. And then it's every 2 weeks, correct? Thank you for your number, Charles. Thanks, Ron. Yes, if you registered for this event, you are going to get a recording. So let me go ahead and I did show you the Discord. The Discord has several different channels. We have a general chat. Listen, being able to communicate with the community of traders that are all running this system. I always say this, and I want to mention it again. Not only is it valuable information to know what's working, but it's extremely valuable information to know what's not working, to hear about other people's struggles and pitfalls and landmines not to step on. So it works both ways. And being part of a community, you have power in numbers. We have a plethora of training tutorials that are in our training videos. We do our daily results every single day. You'll see them in here. Our prop trading resources, our improvement ideas. We get great ideas. Our software updates every single week, religiously. We're going to tell you what the top strategies of the week are. We're going to optimize our inputs. We have a master spreadsheet, and we're going to optimize our inputs. We've developed a tool that you'll be able to update these settings with the click of a mouse. Okay, it'll take you under a minute. And we do it on a weekly basis. Okay, so this isn't something that's going to go stale on you. This is something that we're all engaged in and actively working on. And then we have our strategy collaboration. And we're hoping to really get more participation there. But we have a great community of traders. I want to end by saying this. Here we go. First, I want to thank you for your time today. And we got the 4th of July coming up. But listen, I bring a message of hope today. Like I mentioned, I've blown out a dozen trading accounts. I'm a horrible trader. I squeeze my stops. I make so many bonehead mistakes. It's ridiculous. but I showed you my performance. Okay. Um, I could have never, in my wildest dreams, been able to put up a performance like I showed you today for a week of trading. There's no way possible. With the help of this AI auto trader, it has the potential to be a game changer. Not only that, but with our ownership being fully committed with this relationship with the AI development lab and knowing the technological advances that are coming, I'm telling you, the future looks bright. The time is now. Jump in before the price gets even higher. I want to wish everybody a blessed weekend. I hope you're able to share quality time with the people that you care about the most. If I don't see you before, or if I don't talk to you before 4th of July, have a very happy Independence Day and 4th of July. God bless you, everybody. Have a great weekend. Bye bye.